Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm excited to tell you the number one thing that helped me achieve my 80-pound weight loss goal over the past year. You may think that it was changing my career to become a personal trainer, generally becoming more active, learning more about nutrition, and while all of those things were an immense help, the number one thing that allowed me to accomplish this goal was changing my identity. We're gonna break down a topic from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. If you haven't read this book, it's incredible. And I know if you're skeptical of self-help books, you may seem like, just another self-help book, but this one really has some great information in it. So I encourage you to read it for yourself. But we're gonna break down the concept of changing your identity and that identity change then leading to behavior change instead of the reverse. So normally when we think of behavior change, we think if we do these small actions, they will then lead us to becoming a certain type of person. If I run every single day, then I become a runner. What's really impactful is reversing that process. So instead of proving to yourself that you are a runner first by running each day, you believe and you actually call yourself a runner. Then when the choice is presented to you to run or not to run, you ask yourself, what is my identity? Well, if I am a runner, if I identify as a runner, then I'm definitely gonna go on a run. And when I first read that concept, it really kind of opened my eyes because I was always a behavior first person, and then that would prove to me that I was this type of person. And while I still think that you do need some behavior proof to give you your identity, it helps to kind of reverse that process first so that when the hard decisions come, when the hard choices come, whether to sit on the couch or to go to the gym, you can have a little bit of an extra push to get you to where you want to be. I started dealing with weight issues when I was about 19. I had always been a big kid, but I played sports in high school, so I kind of had my weight under control. When I got to college, I became completely inactive, and all I wanted to do was hang out with my friends, have a good time, generally be a college student, but I also really loved McDonald's. I was eating McDonald's maybe 4 or 5 times a week, and that was just the tip of the iceberg with how bad my nutrition was getting. I started to realize that maybe I would have some health issues down the road, but still having my identity firmly being a college student, I didn't really have the drive to make a change. Like I said, I just wanted to hang out with my friends and have a good time. I thought I was gonna live forever. I was 20 years old. Of course, I would try to lose weight because I thought that that was the right thing to do. I thought maybe it would make me feel better about my body image, about my general health, but I'd lose 20 pounds and then I'd gain 25 back because I never really changed the way that I was thinking about weight loss. All I said was, okay, I'm gonna go on a crash diet, lose 20 pounds, and then when I'm done dieting, I'll be able to eat whatever I want. That's not really how it works. And if you've been watching this channel, you know that there are a bunch of different ways to attack a diet. I think the main thing that was holding me back was that identity, remaining in that space as a college student or as someone who didn't really focus on their health. As I moved into a new field of trying to break into the film industry and work in the grip and electric department, I started to realize that I needed my body to move a little bit more. If I was gonna be working 12 to 14-hour days doing physical labor pretty much, then I was going to need my body to actually cooperate with me and be able to move. So I again tried to lose weight. But again, we ran into the problem of now I was identifying myself as a cinematographer, as a filmmaker. Not a bad identity to have in any way, but for my health goal purposes, it really wasn't driving me forward. My goal was more so meeting people, getting on set, working in that capacity, and the secondary goal was weight loss. This all came to a head in 2020. When the pandemic happened, I lost pretty much all my job prospects, and I became what I affectionately now describe as Pizza Guy. Pizza Guy was a dude that would sit on the couch watching the West Wing, drinking a lot of beer and going to the Quick Trip and getting 4 pizzas at 3 a.m. That was my identity. I had become this person. And I stayed in Pizza Guy mode for a really long time until about October of 2020 when I really was reaching weight heights that I had never reached in my entire life. Seeing 335 pounds on the scale was a wake-up call, but I still didn't have the ability to fully change my identity just yet. That's when I came across Atomic Habits. I don't know why, but I really enjoy reading self-help books just because they're so cheesy sometimes. I get a kick out of them, and every now and again you find one that may actually help you. And this was one of those that really did help me. I read the section on identity and I thought, you know what? I've always had an identity issue with myself. I've never really thought, this is who I am. You know, I kind of was nebulous. I would float in and out. I like to do a lot of things. But for my health purposes, what I decided to do was define myself as an athlete. I love sports, and in my mind, an athlete is someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to put the best performance on the field, court, ice rink, whatever it is. By defining myself as an athlete, I was able to have a jolt when it came to making decisions. You know who doesn't go to bed on time so that they can go to the gym tomorrow? Pizza Guy. But you know who does is the athlete. You know who doesn't make better choices for their nutrition so that their workouts are going to be fueled more properly and they can get what they want out of their workout? Pizza guy. But athlete is going to take the steps that he needs to take to have a better workout and thus continue down the path of better health. Now, obviously, this didn't cure my problems all at once, right? This was an ongoing process and one that I'm still battling with today. Even after I've accomplished my goals, new goals just started and I still have to continue to refine my identity. I'm no longer just an athlete. Now I'm a coach. Now I am a power lifter. I have a bunch of different identities that push my decisions forward. Whenever I come into a really tough decision to make, I have to first say, well, who am I? What do I identify as? And then that helps me make the correct decision in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, it doesn't. We're human. You're going to still make poor choices and it's part of the process. But trying to change your identity and think of yourself in a different way will really help you when it comes to those difficult choices. So now I've got to ask you, what is your identity? Because this is a fitness channel, I'm assuming that you're here to try and lose weight, get stronger, any of the number of things that we talk about on this channel. Find someone that you can look at and say, okay, that's a person that I would want to mirror myself after. What do they do? Who are they? And find that for yourself, because it really, really helps when the rubber meets the road and you've got to make a tough decision between eating cookies and, staying on your diet. Saying to yourself, I am an athlete, or I am the type of person who makes the right choice here. Even something as broad as that can really help you in times when willpower does not exist. You have to stick to discipline, and discipline is developed through your identity. Folks, I hope this helped some of you. I know this is a little bit different than some of the content we've been putting out on this channel, but I really think that health and fitness starts in the mind. So I want to do a couple more of these videos where we talk about mindset and we talk about identity. So let me know if you like this topic. Go ahead and hit me up in the comments if you've got any questions. If you're looking to get on track with nutrition or fitness, hit me up in the comments, send me an email. I'd love to get you started with a program. You can join the Black Bear Barbell team. We would love to have you. Get strong and stay strong, folks. Have an incredible rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.